Ecuador! Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. It has begun. It has begun. We have a wonderful, interesting, super fantabulous, expialidocious show for you today. As you can see, the countdown is on. In 28 minutes, we're going to pop over and we're going to debut a brand new hit single coming straight to you from Don Soye the Turd. Come for the sun, stay for the drugs. Exactly. Ecuador. How is everybody doing today? Let me bring out this. I have to bring this up so I make sure I can actually watch it when it pops up. Hopefully you're all doing good today. We got some stuff to talk about today. Welcome to another Canuckleheads Breakaway. From is breaking away for the second time. We got some stuff to talk about today. We're going to talk about a certain YouTuber getting clapped back. Hey, Gamerhands Jr. I do not know. That's a good question. How you doing, Gamerhands Jr.? So we're doing another breakaway today. We're talking about a certain YouTuber getting clapped back. We're talking about how to fight back against the hate mob online, because that's the thing that's been going around. Some people don't actually care about that. They just want to make money off of being a victim. We'll talk about that though. We will talk about that though. This was long overdue. What was long overdue? What was long overdue, Gamerhands Jr.? I want to know. I had an inspiration for a song, so I sat down and I recorded it in about an hour. Hey, Stream Elements bot's finally running. Good grief, took you a little while there. Took you a little while. Robot. Oh, the quartering? He's been canceled 3 times. This is the final nail. I'm gonna see if this works. If this damn thing actually works. Nope. Maybe it's tip. Nope. I have the bot set up to like put links in there, but the link is in the description. If you want to submit a chat, like a super chat, and have it read, okay, there it goes. It just took like 45 minutes to do. You can click on that link, or you can go in the link in the description, and if you donate $2 or more, it's going to TTS. It's going to text to speech your chat live on air, and there's nothing I can do about it. So. Yeah, the quartering. We're going to talk about the quartering today. To be fair, to quote him, to be fair, I did reach out to him and he didn't reply. So, I mean, I'm a nothing YouTuber, so doesn't really matter. Mr. Medicare called him out on his shit years ago. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. But we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're going to debut a brand new hit single right up here. As you can see, that's going to be on. You don't like the quartering, you think he's a mercenary, he'll back anything you pay him for, he's enough to drop a queen, but you believe, hard to believe he'd swat anybody. Yeah, no, he didn't swat anybody. No, he is very much a mercenary. Fix my camera. I gotta get used to having my camera like right here and not kick it with my feet. Yeah, we're going to talk about that a bit today. And my thoughts on that situation and how sincere and or insincere I believe that is about what all happened, because like I sent it a genuine email of support and he completely ignored it. So because I'm not like a 3 million subscriber YouTuber, so I do nothing for his channel, so why would he care unless, you know, he was actually sincere about it. He's a quartering vegan Soy. A quarter of vegan, I guess. So one thing I do want to talk about just very, very briefly before we jump into the quartering stuff, because that's going to take a minute. We only have 24 minutes left. Countdown to this song. Ain't no vegan teacher. Let's talk about that for a second, shall we? Let's talk about that for a second. How voice actors are considered teachers, quote unquote, so they get They get first of the line access to the COVID vaccine. Yeah. How about those quote unquote teachers that don't actually do any physical teaching, that they only do video conferences, even without COVID, but somehow they get to be considered teachers? Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. Hello, Tom P. You just got your 1K, you worked your ass off for it? Nice. I'm not even close to 1,000 yet. At least on here. Like I've been affiliate on Twitch for a long time. That's every Twitch streamer and YouTuber though, James Andrew Morrison. I am millionaire. Give me money. I do not need your money, so give your money to me. I mean, makes perfect sense, right? Makes perfect sense. Yeah, I just, threaten to sue people constantly, because that's definitely not slap. That's definitely not slap. Anytime that he stubs his toe on a fucking table, it seems he's calling his half Asian super lawyer. Unbelievable. I know they gave shit to Vic for what they're doing. Absolutely. And God, you know what? Honestly, 100%. If the shoe was on the other foot with these idiots, they would be dragging Vic throughout the town square and quartering him, putting his head on a pike, because he was jumping in line from people who were desperately in need of the COVID vaccine. 100% they would be fucking lambasting him. If he was the one using, quote unquote, being a teacher to jump to the front of the line for COVID vaccines. But no, because they came up with the idea it's okay now, right? They got it. That was okay. They got seated next to Kathy Coleman at the convention in New Jersey. Damn. That's pretty nice. Sue you, attorney at law. Yeah, half Asian super lawyer. Half Asian super lawyer. Man, it'd be nice to have a pocket lawyer just to like threaten people with constantly, wouldn't it? I mean, I expect to get a C&D, but I mean, have fun crossing international borders. That's all I gotta say. But no shade at Jeremy. I honestly, I've been following him for like quite a long time. I mean, I stay following him because I agree with about 65% of what he says. I don't agree with everything he says, and he's wrong about a lot of stuff most of the time. But I mean, I agree with some of the stuff that he does, because like his charity work and things like that, that's nice. But he's a marketer, so you need to get into contact with your family member who is also a lawyer. Well, I'm eventually, newsflash. I'll eventually be going to law school. My plan, anyway. I'll want to go. Well, I'm waiting until I get the top pay at my job, and then I'm gonna finagle some hours around. Then I'm gonna try to get into law school. So, because like I have like a healthy addiction to law. I have a healthy addiction to law. Make a posh letterhead, put three names before lawyers. Exactly. The saying goes, I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on TV. Well, everyone plays one on the internet. I'm not a lawyer, but we play one on the internet. That's the way it goes. I guess 20 minutes until this song debuts. I think you guys are gonna like it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm not a merc and I don't play one on TV. Well, here's the thing. And we're gonna talk a bit about this more after the song debut as well. But there is money out there for dramatization, and there's money out there for dramonetizing things. I'm not an attorney, but I play one in video games and play one in Ace Attorney. There's money out there, right? We've seen it with Renfamous. Renfamous has made a career out of dramonetizing things. Crumb had a law firm. It'd be something like Crumb and Crumb. Sounds totally official. Absolutely. I'm DJ C-Rum, don't you know? cracked stone, and brown lawyers. Oh my god. Ugh, yeah, I want to go. I want to go for like law clerk or something like that. I think that'd be fun. I mean, like eventually, like when I'm like 50 years old, I'll finally buckle down and go for full lawyer status. But I'll be like a law clerk or whatever else for a number of years because I love like just reading cases and dissecting things. She's been quiet though throughout the lawsuit. It's true. It's true. Crumb's tagline for her practice. That's how the cookie crumbles. Damn right. Junior could be Crumb's paralegal. Exactly. I'll just send Junior to be the one that sends services all the time. We gonna sue. That's what it's gonna be. Junior walking up to people. Oh my god. No, it so there's a lot of yeah, Legal Eagle is pretty much a YouTuber at this point. I don't even know if he's a practicing lawyer anymore. I don't even know if he does any cases. He just wears suits and talks really bad legal takes on things. Oh my god. Really bad legal takes on things. Junior can just pick them up and take them to the courthouse. Exactly. Exactly. Just slap him in a hurt lock, drag him down. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of money in dramatization of shit. Now, again, I don't think that Jeremy swatted anybody at all. I think that's really stupid that people jump to that conclusion, especially when Zombie was saying that it was a police wellness check. That's not a swatting, by the way. That's not a swatting. Fun fact, actually, was that somebody here had a wellness check called in on them randomly by some fucking internet weirdo. And, like, that's not a swatting. Yes, police show up at your house and they bang your door really, really loud. But that's not a swatting. They don't kick your fucking door in with, like, a SWAT team and all that shit. That's very, very different. But people took Zombie saying that somebody called in a wellness check on her as someone swatting her because, you know, wellness checks for people of color is apparently a death sentence. I mean, I can't see that happening, but I mean, it's different if you're calling in a crime against a person of color. I could see that going sideways, but I don't know. It's you can't use a situation in Toronto as an example because that situation, the chick that ended up dying because she fell off a balcony, she had, for some reason, she called, I don't know who called the police because her brother was having an episode, and they were having a fight, but she apparently had some sort of issue with the police, and she went out on the balcony and she lost her grip and fell. Like, that was literally nothing to do with the police killing her. But hey, you know, world we live in now. There's proof that it isn't fabricated, then quartering for once and didn't do it. You are a POC. You are a POC. This is very true. Especially when they're proven liars when their tweet claims they photoshopped and backed up 3 independent sites. Again, like, yeah, I don't think that the quartering had anything, if at all, to do with it. I think he's obviously, you know, he has a really good habit of saying the really most wrong fucking thing at the exact perfect time. Like, you probably shouldn't, you probably shouldn't unless you're looking for that trouble, which I think he is. I know he was acting really scared for like 18 hours about how, you know, YouTube was threatening his channel and stuff like that. But for a guy who's apparently doing perfectly fine with his marketing firm and his wife, who's a super scientist, and he he has enough paid subs to make him $1 million a year. What's he whining about again? He's doing it to get attention because he needs more money. Now, I don't know much about the dude. I haven't talked to the guy. He won't talk to me because I've reached out to him. So, I mean, there's that. Not like I haven't tried. You know, he's only interested in people that can boost his signal. So, I'm not a person that can boost anybody's signal. Even though, you know, I can have tens of thousands of imaginary people yell at me because I have a certain soy boy on my channel and give him a quote unquote platform, but I can't boost anybody's signal. You speak your mind. There's nothing wrong with speaking your mind. Absolutely, I agree. Don't like what you say. I am done with Twitter. Yeah, he's quit Twitter about 7 times in the past 2 months. He's gone to Parler like 6 times. You don't understand how his channel needs 5 staff. Most of his videos are Spartan things, and it's a lame excuse to ask for subs to pay for staff. He doesn't need staff. That's the thing. Like, most of his videos are like one-shot takes. When he sits there and just rambles on about something. Give you a signal boost. Already on it. You're already like famous from like that time you picked up Vic at Kitchener Comic Con. You're like super famous for that. And like that We Stand with Vic thing, it's like that was all you, buddy. That was you leading the charge on that one. He has 5 staff, you know, he absolutely uses it for tax deductions. The whole thing is this is not like going to be a quartering bash session, right? The man is a businessman. He's a businessman. And I don't know, like, I don't think he's ever come out and given the impression that he's the working man's YouTuber. I don't think he's ever done that. Like, I think he's been very open about the fact that he's very affluent. He's got a lot of fucking money. Got a lot of money to throw around, obviously. I mean, he spent a lot of time in Magic. And he apparently sold off his Magic collection. He did piss in his floor drain. I mean, he owns the house. He can do whatever he wants to. He can piss on the kitchen floor if he wants to. It's his house. Well, his appearance and demeanor in his video indicate that he is like, you know, average Joe guy, but he's very much throwing his money around. Like, if you look at his videos, like, he has like vintage shit on his wall behind him, and it's constantly changing, and he's constantly got new toys there. So he's definitely not hurting for money. And all of his sponsors and stuff. Hello, JCF Data. How are you doing? But all of his sponsors and stuff, like, of course he's making money. He's never come out and said that I'm a working man's YouTube, blah, blah, blah. But he's literally asking for money to pay for, like, rich boy things. Like, come on. And he's using the guys. The big thing now was that, because apparently, allegedly, he went after Zombie's sponsor over something. I don't know. Apparently, I guess those two have a history of like taking swats at each other, not swatting each other, taking swats at each other. But apparently they have a history. And Jeremy thought that this was a great time to, you know, play victim for himself and get himself a bunch of money off of it. You just remember hearing about someone who got in a physical fight with another YouTuber at a convention. Yeah, he did get into a fight. He got banned. Well, they both got banned from that particular convention because what the hell was it? Like, Jeremy was saying something, and then this guy or person or thing, I don't know what or who they were, but they apparently took issue with it and called Jeremy a Nazi and said they would punch him next time they saw him. And then Jeremy said, "Oh, I'm gonna be at this convention," and then they showed up. Gen Con, yeah, the Gen Con. And then the person showed up at Gen Con and literally punched him in the face. Like they said they would. No, it happened. It happened because they went to court over it, and they settled out of court. And the part of the settlement was the person having to make a statement saying that they don't actually believe that Jeremy was a Nazi. Which I think is ridiculous. And he's been using that victory in court, which isn't even a victory because it was a settlement. He's been using that victory in court as a wedge to go around and threaten to sue everybody that makes fun of him. But I mean, he literally takes punches at everybody. That's what I mean. Gamer Hands Jr. Get hit, and if you talk shit, you get hit. Tainted victory, yeah, tainted victory. If you talk shit, you get hit. I mean, like, this is the thing. Like, I again, as much as I support Jeremy to a point, he's been saying this stuff for a very long time, and he's been running around for a very long time, and people have just ignored him. And someone took a swipe back at him, and you know, it's like that scene in 300 when Leonidas throws the spear, and it cuts the king of the Persians' cheek, and he bleeds for the first time. He realizes that he's mortal. So it's like, yeah, it's I don't know. It was a weird thing to see him freak out about, considering how well situated he is. I don't think that he was. I don't even think that he was remotely close to being canceled. Even if he did get yeeted, even if he did get his channel yeeted off of YouTube, yeah, Xerxes. Even if he did get yeeted off of YouTube, he has many other platforms that he could make money off of. So it's, again, like, I don't, and if he did get yeeted off of YouTube, that would launch him into a higher echelon than what he is right now. So I think he's kind of playing it up a little bit. Did the other party have any actual proof of what they're claiming? No, they didn't. All they claimed was that Jeremy incited people to swat Zombie. That was about it. Hello, Sathor603. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? But it's just like people saying, "Oh, well, Trump incited the riots." It's like, he didn't go out and direct people and hire people, and you can't prove that he did, even if he did or didn't or whatever. Like, you can't prove it. And correlation is not causation, right? So you can heavily imply. You can say that every time someone says, "Don't do this thing," that they're actually dog whistling. You can't prove it, though. I mean, that's what there's a law for. That's what there is a justice system for. And that's why the system fucking breaks down when you have a bunch of morons who don't follow the system and who don't believe in the system go and fucking take justice into their own hands. Same thing happens with Vic, too. I think Vic tells people, "Don't go out and do this." And then you know what happens when you tell the internet not to do something? You get one fucking Yahoo on the other side saying, I'm gonna do this because it's gonna make them look bad. Exactly. Archive everything. But I mean, like, yeah, Jeremy did say something stupid. Like, he was making some comment about Hitler getting a Nobel Prize or something like that. Like, he's doing it obviously for shock value. And surprise, he got fucking smacked for it. You're calling me out. Oh my god. We ain't getting $15 an hour anytime no more. No, it's true. That's true. We live in a very strange world. And it's, you know, I think it's funny because if you look at the Jeremy situation, it's very much a microcosm of what the United States. I mean, Yahoo, when I asked this, no, I'm not saying you, Gamer Hands Jr. I'm not saying you. I'm saying the people that go out there and like swat people and claim to be on one side when they're not actually on that side and everything else like that. I'm talking about the double agents. I'm talking about the chaos seekers that just want to see shit burn. They don't actually want to see shit get better. You want to pay $10 for a half a gallon of milk? Well, the thing is there's two sides to this, right? If you raise the base wage, you're going to have more people buying stuff. In the same sense, one thing is there's a couple things that need to have happen, right? Because if you raise taxes on businesses or what have you, then businesses are going to use that as an excuse to raise prices. So there needs to be some sort of regulation brought in to cap that based on inflation, because the rate of inflation as opposed to the rate of how much people are getting paid is outrageously high. And that's because CEOs making money. And we get brainwashed into thinking that, oh, it's because our wages are going up that the prices are going up. It's like, no. Because the CEO's wages need to be high, so they just raise the price. It's like the boiling of a frog, right? You know, that the slow boil. Put a frog in a pot. Turn up the heat ever so slightly. That's what it is right now. It's we've been so used to the prices going up, but we don't know why they go up. We just assume that it's because of a thing, and it's again, no, correlation is not causation. Meanwhile, we have CEOs making billions of dollars, while they have employees that can barely feed themselves, let alone their families. And then we wonder, then we talk about minimum wage going up. And then we're like, oh, we can't raise minimum wage. CEOs can't make their monies. It's okay, low wage, just 500,000 stock options, exactly. Yeah, it's like The Simpsons has made fun of it so many fucking times. It's like, oh, we can't afford to pay you a wage, but we could pay you in stocks. This shit is it just writes itself. We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes until the debut of this beauty song. You hate corporate bigwigs, they think their shit doesn't sink. Here's the thing. CEOs and corporate are criminals. They are hired to steal money. That is basically their job. Their job is to make as much money for themselves until they eventually get fired. That is 100% what that's what business is. It is the the song is good. The song is coming up in 60 seconds, fam. We're gonna hold off. I'm gonna pull it up here. If y'all want to check this out with me, you can like put a mute on this stream and join us over at the premiere, which is going to be over here. Or you can just sit here and listen to it with me. Either way that works. But there's a premiere in 60 seconds happening on that particular one. We're gonna sit right here. Don't you worry. We're gonna listen to this song. We're gonna listen to this song. Take Ron to Suplex City. Absolutely. Greetings, Gav. You didn't miss anything. You're just in time. You're just in time for the debut hit single from Don Soye. Cuckold's Paradise. You're just about to hear it. Coming up. It is coming up. Let me tell you. I literally was like at work and I'm like, and I had Gangster's Paradise stuck in my head and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I have a song idea. Because somebody sent me the really stupid things that Ron has been saying recently. I've got an idea. Here in the UK, most bosses are people who got promoted to get them out of a department rather than who got promoted on merit. Yeah, that's also sad. Take Me Home Tonight. Oh my God. Don't you worry. Amish Paradise for the win. You should make a song too about suplexing and beating Ron taking his fiance. You can make that. You can make that into a. You can make that into a rap album. Premiere will begin shortly. Oh boy, everybody! I'm hoping it should play through here. It should, because I have it set up to play, and I have the audio on my desktop. So, call it Gamer Suplex City. Suplex City. DJ C-Rom bringing you another hot hit from Don Soye the Turd. Yeah, less than 2 minutes. Are y'all excited? I'm excited. I'm excited. That's loud for me. Hope y'all enjoy this. Minute 33. I'm so glad I figured out how to do this too. Need a musical track to bust a funky lyric? Don't you worry, you might get some inspiration. This song is just to disclaim, this song is a parody. Okay, everybody, this song is a parody. Any likenesses to real life personalities or individuals is purely coincidence. Smiley face. I don't do this part. This part's all YouTube. I just set the premiere and they do this weird countdown thing. It's like something off an old Enigma album. Probably. I might have ripped it off. This song I have no control over though. Get ready though. 35 seconds. Y'all are about to be dropped some heat. Some absolute banger. This is going to be a chart topper. Guarantee you. Be chart topping. Like Alan Parsons Project. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As I walk through the valley of my crippling debt, I take a look at my case and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been laughing and tweeting so long that even on Twitter thinks that my mind is gone. I ain't never dunked a bot that didn't deserve it.
I do remember
Maybe
that.
talk to you like a bitch, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you talking, how close you're walking, or you and your homies might be Twitter stalked. Really hate to crip, but I gotta walk. As they tweet, see myself, but they know I'm woke. Fool, I'm the kind of G all the lemons wanna be like, on my knees while my knight takes the snacks off my backside. I'm spending all my life living in a cuckold's paradise. Drank semen more than twice, living in a cuckold's paradise. I watch as my girl gets spliced, living in a cuckold's paradise. I'll throw hands and blame my wife, living in a cuckold's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live an alpha life. I was raised to be white, so I gotta be down with the woke team. So much so I got me wishing I had lower T. An emotional man went with me too on my mind. Got a cock in my hand, and it ain't even mine. I'm a flock out sheepdog, remote wielding bandit. And my homegirls is down, so don't razz my habit, fool. Cancel culture, nothing but a tweet deck away. Speak my truth, right or wrong, what can I say? 17 and 0, but will I ever see 34? Ways things is going, I don't know.
Tell me why are we so blind to see? My lungs, they hurt each time I breathe.
Keep spending all my life living in a cuckold's paradise. I've drank semen more than twice, living in a cuckold's paradise. I watch as my girl gets spliced, living in a cuckold's paradise. I'll make threats and don't think twice, living in a cuckold's paradise. Tweeting after tweeting, bunny in my power, minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's tweeting. Half of them are puppets. What happened in hotels, I reenact with Muppets. They say I gotta learn. I got a shrink to teach me. And he just gave me books that helped make a new me. Guess they can't. I guess they won't. I guess the truth is why the facts are out of line, fool. Keep spending all my life living in a cuckold's paradise. I drank semen more than
Stan's
twice,
watching it on the
living
other one.
in a cuckold's paradise. And watch as my girl gets spliced, living in a cuckold's paradise. I'll suck the dick for women's rights, living in a cuckold's paradise.
I'll never see what's over con sluts. I mean, do you know any con sluts? I could really use some right now.
There you go, fam.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Oh my god.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We
I don't know where this song. I don't know where this is coming from. Where is this music coming from right now? I have mysterious sounds going on right now. What the fuck was that? Yeah, that was making sounds. Okay. We're good now. There we go. Too funny, your compliments. It's like some random thing playing. It was coming from the browser that I still had open. Well, I hope you all like that. I hope you all like that. That was fun to put together. Let me tell you. Stan was there watching it. Time for your meds, Mr. Lemoyne. Even Stan, yeah, exactly. Even Stan was listening. There you go. That's the brand new hit single, Cuckold's Paradise. Hope y'all like that. Welcome, Stan. Oh my god. Yeah, ended up shooting that and putting that together. The funny part was, okay, so I've had that unlisted for almost a week now, and it hasn't been claimed at all. So I'm hoping it doesn't get copyrighted again on this one. That would make me sad. But there you go. Speaking the truth, by the way, which is gross. Speaking my truth. Forget about that. Forget about that, Stan. Oh yeah, I've had bots like flag my stuff after the fact too. Another Boston song that is Amanda.
I'ma take you by the hand, Amanda.
Did you see the song because Ron Silly replies, yes, I did, absolutely, Gav. People had sent me stuff, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This man is still talking. I'm like, all right, I have inspiration now. Bravo, Grum, bravo. You're making a song out of this? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Gamer Hands. Yes, you are, Gamer Hands. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I think the lyrics were on point. I think they were on point. And fun fact, I did that. I did all of that in one take. I couldn't split it up and make it sound good enough, so I just did start to finish. Except the Lemoyne part. I put the Lemoyne part in. It got deleted. No, it's still up. Should still be up. Yeah, it's still up. It was just the live link that got deleted. So here's the link to the video. You guys want to share it around. Monica had to word it very cautiously, saying as to why she's able to go to a con because she's boycotted anyone over the last year. Her money is probably running out very quickly. I mean, they just moved, didn't they? I think like they just sold their house or something. Oh, your comment got deleted? Let me check it out. I don't think it did, but look at my dashboard here real quick. Ron's still talking on Twitter? Of course he is. What a goon. What an absolute goon. Oh, nothing there. Nothing held for review, so I'm gonna have to like save everyone's live reactions to that song. That was too fucking funny. That was too fucking funny. People have noticed that she still hasn't. She has mentioned having COVID twice. Oh Jesus! Well, it's a good thing she's getting that. It's a good thing she's jumping the line to get that COVID vaccine. You made a Twitter post that predicted this moment. Exactly. Ron does nothing but post on Twitter all day. Oh, the Google bots are deleting comments? Rip. That's unfortunate. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not even seeing them post up here, so. But yeah, feel free to share that song around, fam. That's going to go #1 on the charts. Gonna go #1 on the charts. I mean, I'm sure someone's gonna DM it to Ron. I'm sure someone's going to. Feel free to show it. Feel free to share it around. It's a new #1 single. It's gonna be platinum, double platinum. Monica's going broke, but she probably got COVID. Ron has to reply. I don't think he has talent. I don't think he has the talent to. I don't know. I don't think he has the musical chops to beat my spitting right there. I was spitting heat. Let me tell you. I did that again. I did that in one take. That was all one single take. Flocked out sheepdog, one remote wielding bandit. On my knees in the night while my night takes the snacks off my backside. The song gets hit. You're about to spit some fire when you're ready. Let's do it. Let's do it, Gamer Hands. Gonna report me to Homeland Security? Do it. I will gladly laugh along with them as we watch that video. What did COVID do to deserve that fate, truly? Well, I mean, COVID has been inside Monica more times than Vic has, but tis. Tweet longer incoming. There's Stan. Oh my god! But yeah, the second half of this, because we talked about quartering stuff a little bit before. You'll laugh while you carry a Kimbo M60s like Rambo. There we go. And we talked about the quartering stuff. Bringing the thunder tonight. Yes. Thunder and lightning. You already know it. DJ Serum in the house. Given the daily dose. Wait, where is this at? Where's it? 1 sec. I gotta do that again.
DJ Serum in the house, giving a daily dose.
There we go. Much better. Call in, not on these shows. These are breakaways. These are breakaway shows. I might do call-ins eventually. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still working out the format of this show. But no, I wanted to talk a bit about the last half of this show here. I wanted to talk a bit about how to clap back against internet outrage, because I reached out to the quartering. Like my soundbite. Oh my god. Where's it at here? Oh yeah. Oh no! There we go. It's a breakaway when it ended because it's gonna be shorter than 3 hours. We just keep hitting. Imagine this, the Homeland Security's office, and you claim Vic pinned you to a bed. Oh no. Oh no! He's done 2 interviews on YouTube this month. Really? I haven't seen a single one of them. Most video that got was 3 interviews, and it was like a dislike ratio. Because none of her reviews have got decent videos. My God. You know, we had a cameo of Monica on a Canuckleheads once when she popped in her popped out of her stall briefly to come down and be on video with Ron. Now, I would want I know a lot of people haven't seen the 3rd episode of Toy Story. You were there, Gav. I know a lot of people haven't seen the 3rd video, Toy Story. I really do want to go back through it because there's a lot of stuff that Ron said that was really Monka-esque. Exactly, she waddled out of her stall. Your video on Vic got more views than Monica's videos? That's funny. That's hilarious. But yeah. Where? It was the 3rd Ron Toye interview. She popped on camera real quick to like say hi to everybody. That was the day that she was supposed to come down for an interview after Ron's, and it was supposed to be a pre-recorded interview, and she ghosted it, and then they ghosted it afterwards. He thought Texas was having an earthquake. Oh my God. But yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about today on this, for like 5 seconds, on this breakaway was because like here's the thing. I reached out to Jeremy, the quartering, and I wanted to bring him on for an interview, talk about how the duress of being under attack by internet randoms and etc., and how to fight back against them and all that other stuff, and he just ignored it, which I assumed he was going to anyways. So I wanted to talk a bit and give people a little bit of insight on how to punch back against internet outrage and shit like that, because there's a lot of people out there that have never been in that situation. Now, I've been in that situation a number of times, and last February I fought the internet and won. I have the belt. We ended up running an amazingly successful convention despite having tens of thousands of imaginary people tell us they were not going to go. So like very briefly, I mean, like, I understand the stress and the duress and the craziness that goes into all of that stuff, right? Like all of it. I get it. It's terrifying. It's scary. It can be like what are you gonna do? Reach out to just some guy? Well, the thing is like I've reached out to a lot of YouTubers, and most of the bigger ones, they don't care. Because I only I have less than 1,000 subscribers on this channel. They don't care about me. They think that I'm just doing it to get attention. I mean, whatever, dude. If I want to make money, I'll go on Twitch. I'm already an affiliate on Twitch. Right? I don't need to like beg for shekels on YouTube. And I probably pull in more on average than Mars Girl does on Twitch. So there you go. Which I know is not a lot, but it's still funny. I know you guys care about me. I know you care. I know you care, Gav. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for them. I'm not here for, anything like that. Tips on how to clap back. Keep your head up and your toxicity down. Give everyone a reason to dream. You gotta dig your shoulder in. Honestly, you gotta dig your shoulder in and archive everything. When you're talking about internet toxicity and all that shit, because they don't live in the same world of facts and evidence as we do. Drop the like. Thank you so much, Death Knight Predator. I appreciate you. They don't live in the same world as you gotta pick up your guitar, Death Knight. It's still here, by the way. Eventually. You gotta come and pick up your guitar. You have to dig your shoulder in on these people. Do you think the single dislike is wrong, Ron? I mean, might be. There's a lot of people that don't like me, so could be a lot of people. Could be a lot of people. But the thing is like it's just an acoustic guitar. I don't remember exactly what brand it is, but it's an acoustic guitar that I was given to Death Knight Predator a long time ago. With everything going on, you're stuck with the kids. I know. I'm keeping it safe for you. Don't worry. It's safe and sound. The only thing it's collecting is dust. Don't worry. This pandemic thing is just kicking everyone's ass right now. It's so crazy. No problem. You are very welcome. I think Gina Carano ran into that non-logical. Absolutely, she did. So this is what I'm saying. Like I've been wanting to reach out to Gina any way that I can, but I mean she's probably getting flooded with people left and right, so she doesn't see a single tweet. Just a single tweet that's out there. But drop a like on this video, or Junior gonna put you through a table, ECW style, or the rebellion. Exactly. So like I'm a big supporter of Gina Carano, even though I don't have a huge channel. I don't have the fandom menace behind me. I don't have, charity streams and everything else like that. I mean, I'll still talk about Gina and I'll still support Gina. I immediately got rid of Disney Plus after they pulled that bullshit. Much to the chagrin of the people that were using it, probably. Gamer Hand stands with Gina. Good. I mean, honestly, she ran into it. Vic ran into it. We've ran into it before with a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, Ben Shapiro may pigeonhole her, but the thing is like, Pedro quit. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that Pedro quit, which would be huge. That would be huge. She's never been an uber Republican. Yeah, I think the whole, like, here's the thing. Like, I'm happy that Ben Shapiro's giving her like a kind of a second life in terms of her acting career and opportunities and stuff like that. I'm hoping that it's not to just launch himself and use her situation to kind of better himself. Like, I'm seeing it a lot. Yeah, it's a conservative, quote unquote conservative platform. I'm seeing it a lot recently where people, like, I know some people accused us of doing it with Kitchener Comic Con. And they've accused me of doing it with my YouTube channel. Yeah, props to Ben for going out and giving her a second chance. But thing is that I again, time will tell. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say Ben Shapiro has nefarious intentions, but I'm seeing it happen a lot, right? I just saw something pop up on my Twitter feed recently about the New Blue Party in Ontario, about how there's a new conservative party in the provincial running for Ontario. Yeah, that might happen, seeing as Ben's an opportunist. That's what I'm worried about. So, I mean, like, props to him for doing that, but I'm hoping he's doing it for the right reasons and not just to boost his own brand. Fandom menace at the moment is being taken over by gatekeepers, which is ironic for a community that allowed freedom of expression. Well, that's what happened to Gamergate. The same thing that happened to Gamergate. I mean, look at all that shit. But yeah, it's happening. It's happening everywhere. So this is a weird life cycle of how this goes, right? So you have the people getting canceled, and then they make their own platform, and then for some reason it gets infiltrated by people who decide that they want to make money off of that. Which, I mean, it's fine, but don't exploit people. Star Wars Gate. Just call it Stargate. Just call it the Stargate. So far, Kathleen Kennedy is being fired or quitting. I hope so. She is the worst thing for Star Wars. She needs to get the fuck out. She is the worst thing for Star Wars. You heard stories about Ben that ain't pretty? Well, on the upside, it goes against the narrative that her post was anti-Semitic. Shapiro is the most Jewish person that ever lived. True. You're not wrong. You're not wrong there. But again, like, you look at the stuff like again, the fandom menace, the quartering, everybody that was involved with that, they made a huge charity stream, everything else like that. And like, as nice as it was, it just seems like that was a one and done thing, right? Jeremy got his phone call with Gina. He beat off to her voice. Kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jesus Christ. Take a joke, Jeremy. I don't want to talk to your half Asian super lawyer. But no, they got what they wanted out of it, and it doesn't seem like they're really doing anything else about it. I mean, like, Gina's not back on Star Wars. Yeah, he doesn't beg. Ben doesn't beg for subscriptions every video. This is very true. This is very true. Susie Lou. I haven't heard about or from Susie Lou in a very long time. He's short, rich, and egotistical. It's a shtick. Well, Star Wars seemed to come back with The Mandalorian. It was back on track, but then Disney decided to bend the knee to people who aren't even subscribing to their service. That is ultimately why I got rid of Disney Plus, by the way, because they weren't listening to the people that were paying them. They were listening to people that were on the outside of the fence yelling at them. Because, my virtue makes no sense. But this is what I mean. If you want to fight back against a hate mob, if you want to fight back against these lunatics, you think it's just a streamer thing when you hit the 1,000 milestone, you can stop saying, don't forget to like and comment. No, you have to say that. You have to say it because it's part of the YouTube algorithm, the invisible algorithm that changes every 48 hours. Mandalorian series is worth watching, Tom. Absolutely. I would absolutely say it's worth watching. It's probably the best since the original trilogy. But the fact that Disney is doing what they're doing, I would find alternate means of watching it. I'd find alternate means of watching it. Don't say it every video. You have to say it every video, Gamer Hands. That's the thing. When you watch people like Markiplier, when you watch people like PewDiePie, all that stuff, they say the same shit all the time, right? That's because it's the stupid YouTube algorithm, the invisible YouTube algorithm. And if you say too many wrong words, then you get shut off. If you say all of the right words, then you get boosted all to hell. Like, I don't know why. Like in some of our Canucklehead streams that we've done before, I use the right words and I pepper in the right words, and all of a sudden we're getting most of our views from the browse page, and we're getting advertised on other end screens for no apparent reason, even though like we have nothing to do with them. And if you say cunt too many times, they're gonna cut off your monetization. Which I'm not monetized anyways. The funny part is they still stick ads on my video and they still make money off my video, but they don't give me any of that money. I mean, yeah. Oh my god, it's too much. It's too much to keep up with on YouTube. That's why I really don't like care that much about getting monetized on YouTube. You curse and say things from your heart and they cut your stuff. Bullshit. Yes, they absolutely do. For some reason, your Beat Saber streams go trending, but for no other videos. Yeah, exactly. So like stuff like that too. Like kids content gets promoted heavily. Heavily. Exactly. It's like the McDonald's staff. They have to say, "You want fries with that?" Or at Little Caesars, if they don't offer you crazy bread and you call them out on it, they have to give you free crazy bread. They have to offer crazy bread every single time you go into Little Caesars. And if they don't, they have to give it to you for free. Did I see Nux Taku break down the YouTube algorithm? Not yet, no. I don't watch Nux. Funny because your channel is set so every video is 18 plus and you still got kids in. It's so weird. So like somebody today was mentioning how my stream, like my stream, like this stream right now, was marked 18 plus and they had to like age verify on their phone. And when they went on the computer, it didn't ask to age verify them, just mobile. Weird. Really weird. Yeah, the pepperoni crazy bread is good shit. That's good shit. And now I want Little Caesars. I hope they're still open by the time I'm finished this. Oh my god. Sesame Street got hacked and it was all vids of porn. Oh my god. Same thing here. You got 500,000 views for a 3-second video. Well, nothing for yeah. So that's the other thing too. It's look at Doug TeNaples' success, right? Look at Doug TeNaples' blow up of success and coverage, his streams would get a moderate amount of views, right? You get a modest amount of views for his streams. But his biggest things when he was covering the Trump situation and the election coverage, he would do 2 or 3 minute videos and they would get 3 million views. Because people are going to share around and watch those 3 minutes. They're not going to sit and watch the 3 hours. You got 100 videos for a Fortnite video. 100 views for a Fortnite video. Damn. Exactly. Fame and fortune are cruel and fickle, mistress. I mean, I don't put any stock into it. I mean, I'm still going to work full time. When I get to a certain point at my job, I'm going to look at dropping down to part-time and going into law school. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be focusing on YouTube or Twitch as a career. It's very much a hobby for me because I'm not independently wealthy. So I don't get thousands of people throwing money at me because I'm not independently wealthy. Weird how that works. By the way. Because there's certain streamers on Twitch that I used to watch, or I still watch, that literally bought a sex doll because with all the money that they, with all the donations that they got. How is Hop doing? I do not know. Unfortunately, Death Knight. Unfortunately, I do not know. We had a falling out over some differences of opinion and some business practices that I do not support. And I haven't really heard or seen much of him. I know he's not here right now because he can't be. He's got to find a new place because he has to find a 1-level accessible place. Because his wheelchair won't fit in the doorways here, and he can't go upstairs, obviously. So he's been living in I think like a hospice care center or some sort of like long-term care right now until he finds a new place. But as far as I'm aware, he's doing okay. As far as I'm aware, he's been yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, he's been fine. Like, he's still showing up at the end of every month to do that stuff and about it. So, I mean, I haven't heard from him, haven't seen him. So, will Vic be doing an interview on 8-Bit Shinobi's page in 2 days? I think he will be. I'm pretty sure because he's scheduled to be a guest at Ottawa VCon. And Shinobi, I'm still at the same place. Yeah, I'm still at the same place. I'm still here. I'm not moving anytime soon unless they kick me out for whatever reason. But yeah, his stuff is still here and all that stuff, so he's basically paying for storage at this point until he can find a new place that's accessible for him. Viva Frey. I've tried to reach out to Viva Frey and again been ignored, unfortunately. He is a Canadian lawyer. He's a YouTuber now. He doesn't really practice law anymore. He's just a YouTuber that was a lawyer, very much like Legal Eagle. I'm pretty sure at this point. But yeah, in terms of Vic, I know a lot of people are shitting on Shinobi right now. The guy, as far as I'm aware, and this is not shade on Shinobi. Hello, Phoenix Animation. I'm doing good. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome back. This is not shade on Phoenix. This is not shade on Phoenix. It's not shade on Shinobi. But Shinobi, I'm pretty sure, is on the spectrum. So, in terms of the spelling mistakes, in terms of the weird behaviors, things like that, I'm pretty sure we met Shinobi at Kitchener Comic-Con. Really nice dude. Really, like, stand-up person. I know people are shitting on him right now. I think people need to back off and just relax. I think he's doing the best he can. People don't realize that when you go through making a convention and when you go... 1 second, Gab, I'll get to that in just a moment. When you go through putting a convention on and you get people in that people don't like and you get the internet outrage, for regular people, it's difficult unless you have been trained and have the ability to deal with that, right? It's difficult for normal people. For people who are on the spectrum, that's amplified fucking outrageously. So I'm just gonna say, for people out there that are dumping on Shinobi for the shit, at least the guy's trying to do something. At least the guy's trying to put something together. He's got a lot of fucking shit on the table. So, go and support it. Go and help it out. He could be doing nothing. But he's doing something. To answer your question, Gav, and you're a bit out of the loop, did I leave Kitchener Comic-Con? You don't have to answer if that's fine. Yes, I did. I stepped away from Kitchener Comic-Con in December, I think it was. I believe it was December. I stepped out of Kitchener Comic-Con because of differences of opinion. This is nothing to do with the team. The team is fantastic, right? The team is fantastic. This is strictly between me and Mr. Hop. It was made very clear that my opinions and my views didn't matter, and that the direction that the convention was going to go was not a direction that I wanted to support. So I decided that I would take my leave at that point on a high note, and I think that it would probably. I'm confident in the team to put on a great show. There's just some things that I don't personally support, and some decisions that I will not support. So that's about all I'm going to say about that. No one's attacking. No, I'm not saying the person's condition, Gippy. I'm not saying that it's his condition. I'm saying that because of his condition, the way that he implements things is not how a practiced professional would do that, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I met him. Yeah, Phoenix. So he said he met me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I met him too. And from what I remember, he was a really nice person. And so the thing on like the fact he has no website, the fact that like he has like really poor graphics or poor spelling, things like that. You can't criticize him as if he was an able-bodied professional, right? You have to take into account the disabilities that are there, and the fact that he is doing what he is deserves praise and commendation. While I'd understand if it was like myself doing it and I was doing that shitty of a job, then yes, I would accept the criticism. But no, you didn't bring up a sensitive subject, Gav. It's fine. I'm trying to be as polite as possible without dunking too much on the situation. But yeah, no, you've had and Phoenix has had him on the show as a co-host, so I think you have to look at the individuals, because if we look at, because here's the thing, folks, I spent a very good amount of time, actually have this right, show it off, because I'm not talking out my ass when I talk about this. I spent a good long time playing with special athletes, right? This is from, I think, 2010, right? I don't know if you guys can see that. 2010. So I spent a good amount of time playing softball with special athletes. And we were not in a league with other special athletes. We were the only team to have special athletes on the team, in the league. And we won second place in that league that year. And that was an incredible feat, considering we were playing against like able-bodied, able-thinking people, blah 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 blah. But when you look at special athletes, when you look at people with autism and high functioning and stuff like that, it's less a disability. It's just they operate differently, right? So they're really incredibly capable people when you put them in the right situations, and they can do really amazing things. So when it comes to stuff like Ottawa VCon, I give him a bit more rope, because I've been in convention running before myself. So I know the trials and tribulations and stresses that go along with that, and I know from someone from working with individuals that are on the spectrum, how difficult certain situations and certain social aspects can be. So I can give him rope on that, and I can sympathize with him. Literally met up in 3 hotel rooms and copied VHSs. First cons were janky as hell. In your San Diego Comic-Con, everything looks pale in comparison. It's true. That's very true. Like you can't compare everything to major conventions, unfortunately, but people do, right? No, the thing is, Gippy, it's you have to look at it from a convention runner's perspective, right? We don't know what the deal was, for getting Vic and Chuck and Stephanie to sign, right? Now, I doubt that Vic said, I doubt very highly that Vic demanded people pay him $100 for a meet and greet, but that's just what it is. Maybe they have limited time. Maybe they had to make it very exclusive. Maybe they could only afford to have 3 or 4 people do it for a meet and greet, or maybe they only had like an hour to do it and they only had 6 slots, and so they have to pay them $2,000 or $3,000, and so they have to divide it up into 6 slots. No idea. But if there's people out there that want to pay it, then they want to pay it, and that's fine. If there's people out there that don't want to pay it, then they don't have to pay it. But you can go and enjoy other things in Ottawa VCon and all that other stuff. But if you want to do the meet and greets, that's different, right? I don't know anything about that. I'm not involved with him, so. And it's his first attempt at running an event, and I'm cutting him a lot of slack because even experienced con runners are running online events absolutely garbage. They're running it terribly. And we're talking about Fan Expo, we're talking about Anime North, we're talking about like Games Done Quick, things like that. Like they're running really, really poor conventions online. There's so many things that you can do that would make a really cool online convention idea, but they just aren't doing it. They're doing the bare minimum. What things? You co-host a show on Black Rose Comics channel. We had him on as a guest twice. Nice. It's too expensive for you, but you're not going to dunk on them. If it's a bad choice, you can deal with that consequence. Exactly. If it's too much money, then people aren't going to buy it. That's what it comes down to, and then you learn. Standard pass is $50 for 5 days, not for 5 hours, not the whole day. Well, I don't know how he's going to enforce that. That's another thing. Like I don't know what his model is, so I don't know how they have it set up. So, I mean, are you going to literally spend more than 5 hours on an online convention? I don't think so. I think most people would spend at most 1 to 2 hours collectively at an online convention. I mean, I don't know. I think online conventions are a bad idea to begin with. I think they're supplementary to conventions rather than replacements for them. So, you know, I'm not gonna shit on him for trying something. I mean, he can, if it works for him, hey, it works for him. Maybe he finds the magical concoction that actually works for an online convention. Yeah, maybe 10 minutes. I mean, like, honestly, unless, like, what's there to do? You browse websites, or, like, you browse a page, you look over items, and then you watch a video. I mean, there you go. I wouldn't, I mean, I can't picture myself spending, like, 5 or 6 hours going to an online event. That's weird. Like, that's just weird. No, Gav, the Ottawa VCon is charging, I think it's $200 for a meet and greet. Meet and greet with either Stephanie Nadolny, Vic Mignogna, or Chuck Huber. Well, there is no scheduled live event from what I'm understanding, because we're still, like, in Ontario, it might be like a YouTube premiere. But we're still under, like, pretty much lockdown here in Ontario, so there's really not any chances of having a live event right now. Those $200 yeah, that's the thing though. It's like it's not for everybody, obviously, and there might be some people that are willing to pay $200 for it. There might be no. I think the meet and greet. So here's what it is: you get the meet and greet. I don't have it pulled up right now, but I'm pretty sure you get the meet and greet. You get signed. You get something. You get signed autographs, and you get merchandise from whoever you go for. So you're not. It's not just that you're having a Skype conversation with them. You're actually getting like merchandise and shit. So I think that's what it is. I think that's what the $200 is covering. I think you're getting like a CD or a T-shirt or a picture and something else signed or whatever else. I think that's what it is. Well, some people may pay for it though. I don't know. But the thing is when you look at it, Gav, when we had Vic at Kitchener Comic-Con, we had it so that his first autograph for people on the Saturday would be free. Basically, the first autograph would be free, and so people would go in and they would walk in and they would spend $200 on his merchandise, and getting additional autographs and stuff like that. So it sounds ridiculous, like $200, but if you're getting enough out of it, which I don't know if they are or not, because I haven't looked at it, but $200 might be a deal for some people. I have no idea. It's I mean, I'm not going to pay $200 for it, but somebody out there might, and that's who it's for, really. Like that's who it's for. It's not for the people that obviously aren't going to pay that. So, but again, he'll find out the price point that works, and ultimately he's got to pay them for their time. So that's also going to be factoring into the expense of how much they have to pay. Because I mean, if you can't get sponsors to pay it off, then yeah, all I can say is good luck to you. I mean, I wouldn't be charging that amount, but hey, you know, he's done his research into thinking that that's the price point that he needs to make it. So we'll see how it works out. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I guess he learns. He learns from it. So, but I mean, it's not costing me anything. It's not costing anybody else anything. It's a convention that's centered in Ottawa virtually. I mean, there's nothing in Ottawa to begin with, so there you go. But have at it, I guess. Just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you. It's so fun fact, folks. Fun fact. All right. So the stream, the breakaway stream I had last week, when I talked about how the Kanji had a masquerade, which was heavily prominently featuring the forgot the swamp in Ottawa. That's true. That's true. The heavily featuring the Toronto cosplay community, right? Pretty much it was exclusively cosplayers from the Toronto cosplay community. Some from out this way. Is it fake like Australia? Look, literally, if someone says they live in Ottawa, they're lying to you because no one lives in Ottawa. They all live in Canada, which is like 20 minutes from Ottawa. It's like there's nothing in Ottawa at all. It's just a cardboard cutout. So the big masquerade that, you know, everybody and their fucking brother had obviously supporting, they managed to draw 54 views on YouTube for their masquerade video. Yeah, our Canada represent our video. I'm gonna look at this right now. Our live stream from last week has 83 views. And that's coming back from a hiatus. 83 views. I single-handedly got more views than the entire Toronto cosplay community. Ottawa is just Niagara Falls without any of the fun attractions. Yes. Ottawa is like Niagara Falls, except without the falls or any sort of attraction whatsoever. It's a boring little place. I guess kind of like it. Hello, Zippy Art. How are you doing? How are you doing? But yeah, I remember going to Ottawa when I was a kid. And it was the most boring fucking trip I've ever had in my life. Thank you, Stan. I appreciate that. But yeah, I wasn't expecting big views coming back from a major hiatus, and then we ended up getting like just under 100 views, and we still got more than the entire Toronto cosplay community could muster. By the way, and I'm not talking about like quote unquote small time players. I'm talking about people who think they have massive egos because they're in the Toronto cosplay community. No, absolutely. The best places are the little towns. 100%. Little towns in between. You get like the best communities, the best foods. Like Canada's a great place. The bigger cities are way too overblown. No, Ottawa is like a city, okay? Ottawa is like, it's like Mississauga. I know you probably don't know what Mississauga is, but like Ottawa is just a place that people go to work. That's it. Like it's a city. It's got a lot of buildings. It's got really nice streets and signs and benches, but it has nothing else. It's just no one's there because they're all just there to work, and then they all go home to anywhere that's not Ottawa. Like, that's what happens. That's what happens there. Hey, Leo Slayer, how you doing? Like a coal mine. It's like if a coal mine had a city built in it that no one actually lived in. Next time you're going to the studio, try that restaurant near the studio called Stefan's. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I know I dunk on Ottawa all the time, but it's because like I live in Kitchener. There's so much life and there's so much personality in Kitchener and Waterloo, and when we get down to it, Cambridge, there's so much personality here, and like you go to Ottawa and everything's just like it just is just there, it just exists, and like there's just no one's there, no one's around. We have homemade milkshakes. Oh my god. Oh my god. That sounds really good. At least we know where Lizard Zuckerberg came from. There was a mine city. It's true. If there was a hole in the ground, we would know. Well, that is about all I have for you all today. I know we kind of got off on a tangent here, a little bit away from what we wanted to talk about, but I'm happy that we got to chat. I'm happy that we got to talk a little coherently about things here and there. It sounds like people that live in South Carolina cross the border, go to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's like, okay, so it's like Weaverville for people who live in South Carolina. It's like Weaverville. It's a city that no one lives in, but people go there to work. That's pretty much what it is. Everyone lives around it, but no one lives in it. Ottawa has Elgin Street Diner. Nice. That's amazing. How big are those milkshakes? Enough to bring the boys to the yard. Milton Keynes here in the UK, and people work there, but no one visits other than work. Yes, all these Canadian towns, all these made up Canadian town names. We have a Milton nearby here, actually. Milton is probably about 20 minutes away from where I live. 10, maybe less than that. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes away from where we are. Yeah, Milton is like actually nice. It's nicer. Like Guelph is nicer than here too. Guelph is nicer. But folks, what do you think would be a great way? What do you think would be a great way to end the show? I want to hear from chat. What do y'all want to hear to end the show? You want milkshakes now and the places are closed? Dag nabbit. You blame Action Toys? I blame Action Toys too. Should we just cold cut the show, or do y'all want to hear that hit song one more time? Or do half of you not even understand what the hell I'm talking about? Whenever you've seen the place look like something in a Radiator Springs. Milton Keynes was prefab town. Oh yeah. Concrete, gray, depressing, and blocking. That's what Ottawa is. Nern votes for the song. So y'all want to hear Cuckold's Paradise one last time? Is that what I'm hearing here? Song. All right, folks. I'm gonna leave the chat going here, and we're gonna flip this off. Thank you all for watching. I'll stop my life to tweet at you. Chuck Lemoyne on one more time. I'm gonna make a playlist for these songs now. All right, we'll play the #1 chart topper as an outro here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been another Breakaway. Have a good night, everybody.
As I walk through the valley of my crippling debt, I take a look at my case and realize there's nothing left, 'cause I've been laughing and tweeting so long that even on Twitter thinks that my mind is gone. I ain't never dunked a bot that didn't deserve it. Maybe talk to you like a bitch, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you talking, how close you're walking, or you and your homies might be Twitter stalked. Really hate to crip, but I gotta walk. As they tweet, see myself, but they know I'm woke. Fool, I'm the kind of G all the lemons wanna be like, on my knees while my knight takes the snacks off my backside. He's spending all my life living in a cuckold's paradise. Drank semen more than twice, living in a cuckold's paradise. I watch as my girl gets spliced, living in a cuckold's paradise. I'll throw hands and blame my wife, living in a cuckold's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live an alpha life. I was raised to be white, so I gotta be down with the woke team. So much so I got me wishing I had lower T. An emotional manlet with me too on my mind. Got a cock in my hand, and it ain't even mine. I'm a flocked out sheepdog, remote wielding bandit. And my homegirls is down, so don't rouse my habit, fool. Cancel culture, nothing but a tweet deck away. Speak my truth, right or wrong, what can I say? 17 and 0, but will I ever see 34? Ways things is going, I don't know.
Tell me, why are we so blind to see? My lungs, they hurt each time I breathe.
Keep spending all my life living in a cuckold's paradise. I've drank semen more than twice, living in a cuckold's paradise. I watch as my girl gets spliced, living in a cuckold's paradise. I'll make threats and don't think twice, living in a cuckold's paradise. Tweeting after tweeting, bunny in my power, minute after minute. Hour after hour, everybody's tweeting. Half of them are puppets. What happened in hotels, I reenact with Muppets. They say I gotta learn, I gotta shrink to teach me. And he just gave me books that helped make a new me. Guess they can't, I guess they won't. I guess the truth is why the facts are out of line, fool. Keep spending all my life living in a cuckold's paradise. I drank semen more than twice, living in a cuckold's paradise. And watch as my girl gets spliced, living in a cuckold's paradise. I'll suck dick for women's rights, living in a cuckold's paradise.
I'll never see what's owed in fees, no matter how hard I plead. Hey, do you know any con sluts? I mean, do you know any con sluts? I could really use some right now.